Hello and welcome. It's Canadian Grand Prix Day as we celebrate 50 World Championship Canadian Grand Prix, and we reach a third of the way through this 2019 season. Here we are at round 7. Here we are in Montreal for the 40th time in the Formula One World Championship.
The Ferraris are looking ready to turn right as soon as they leave the grid.
So he's got his last pole since Germany last season. Can Sebastian Vettel go on now and take his first win since Belgium from last season? They're being held for a very long time on the grid, but finally the green flag is waved. 70 laps ahead of us here in Montreal. It's lights out, away we go. Good start from Vettel and from Hamilton. Leclerc now comes up on the inside, and you've got Ricciardo ahead of Gasly and Bottas. Vettel into turn 1, wheel to wheel. Leclerc and Hamilton, but Hamilton gets the inside line through turn 2, and he's away. Ricciardo a bit unstable, but he's okay ahead of Gasly. Hulkenberg started well and maybe got ahead of Bottas as well. There's Norris now behind Bottas, and Max Verstappen right in there, in the thick of it as well as they go through the first chicane. He's closer this time around, Martin. He's got a lot more straight to go. Here's the effect of DRS. Norris moves over to the right-hand side. That is the sight of Max Verstappen breezing past in the end. Oh, Ted, I'm going to interrupt you. Lando Norris has a problem with his right rear. He's hit the wall. I would imagine it's the wall of champions that he's hit. Look how hot those brakes are getting at the rear, on fire as well. And he becomes the first retirement from this year's Canadian Grand Prix.
Vettel pits.
Hamilton is freed then to see if he can put in a lap that's fast enough to then get back in, pit, get out ahead of Sebastian Vettel. Hard compound tyre goes on the Ferrari. Almost looked like that was in slow motion, but 2.7 seconds. He's going to be coming in because here come the Mercedes crew then, out into the sunshine. Sebastian Vettel just going through the final chicane as Hamilton stops now. He needs a speedy stop, and that looked very nice indeed from the Mercedes crew. 3/10 faster than Sebastian Vettel stopped, but Vettel is already away. Box, box, box. For Valtteri Bottas, yellow flag being waved, I think, as Giovinazzi gets himself back onto the track again, right at the end of the pit lane. Valtteri Bottas stops on his marks. They get to work once again. The hard compound tyre. Perez has a little go on Romain Grosjean. Down into turn 1, they go wheel to wheel, and they touch, and Grosjean goes off the track, but only enough to allow Sergio Perez past, and Perez was not going to let that one go whatsoever. Sebastian Vettel will retake the lead then of this Canadian Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton will retake second place.
It seems sort of a no man's land stop for Leclerc there, doesn't it? This is going to be like taking candy from a baby, this one. But he had to lift off.
And he lifted off because the Renault was defending for all its might, and now they go wheel to wheel into the chicane. It looks a lot more dramatic than Bottas thought it would be, and Daniel Ricciardo manages to hold on to 5th place there. Once again, Ricciardo just gets a little bit into the dirt, goes to the left, to the right, to the left, and which way is he going to go?
That was
bit naughty.
A day late and $1 short, that one, Daniel, but he got the move done. Will he make it stick? And it's Bottas who continues with the DRS because of that single detection point.
And he was trying to break the toe a little bit there, Valtteri Bottas, and Daniel Ricciardo sticking right behind him, and maybe that's what Ricciardo was trying to do in the first place.
He's locked up a little bit and just gone into all that horrible cement dust on the outside there.
That's the second time I think he's done that into the hairpin this afternoon.
And as I said earlier, that hurts you all the way down the straight then.
They now go through this first sector, Martin. That's where Hamilton seems to have a real advantage.
Oh, he's gone wide.
Sebastian Vettel goes wide, and Lewis Hamilton thought there was a gap, but the wall and Sebastian Vettel moving to the right-hand side closed that gap down. Has Vettel just got away with an error and preserved his lead in this Canadian Grand Prix?
Back of the car stepped out as he turned in. The track falls away there down into turn 4. He was in the slipstream.
And into the pits comes Max Verstappen.
This is the worst experience I've ever had in any race car, ever.
None of us are happy about this pace. The guys stayed up all night to fix the car.
I know, but I know.
It means that for us it's also not a nice experience. It's enough now. That's what it means. Enough means enough.
Oh, Ted, I am going to interrupt you because Sebastian Vettel has been given a 5-second time penalty for an unsafe re-entry and forcing another driver off the track. Last week in Monaco, Lewis Hamilton benefited to a 5-second penalty for Max Verstappen. He could go and win this race because Sebastian Vettel's got a 5-second penalty, but Vettel has now got 12 laps to try and build at least a 5-second gap and win a race that he's dominated, Martin.
Yeah, he's just done fastest lap, and there's a point for him, but presumably we're going to see again. Rolls it into the corner. The back says, I'm not having that. And he was still fighting the car as he rejoined the track.
You could say that was unsafe, but I'm not sure what Sebastian Vettel was meant to do in that moment.
We've got a 5-second time penalty for unsafe re-entry. Head down, head down. We have Hamilton 3 seconds behind.
I had nowhere to go. Seriously, I had nowhere to go. I didn't see him.
Copy.
You know, you go through the grass and you come back, have an amazing grip. Where the hell am I supposed to go?
He's still disputing it.
On my wheel. He's holding me. He decides to go that way. If he got to the inside, he got past me.
Okay, stay focused. Copy that. Stay focused.
I'm with you on that one.
To go.
I am focused, but they're stealing the race from us.
Copy that.
And it's Lance Stroll, and he has got past Carlos Sainz, and he's moved up into 9th place. And right behind Carlos Sainz now is Danny Kvyat. Kvyat's going to go for it down the inside, and that's a very neat move indeed by the Russian. As the top two have given us some great excitement this afternoon, make their way out of the final corner. Sebastian Vettel takes the checkered flag, but Lewis Hamilton wins the Canadian Grand Prix. It is Hamilton for the 7th time that will take victory in Montreal. Charles Leclerc crosses the line, and what's the gap between Leclerc and Hamilton?
6 seconds, I believe, so I think Vettel is going to be safe.
No, guys. No. Not like that. Not like that. No. Seriously, you need to be an absolute blind man to think that you can go through the grass and then control your car. I was lucky that I didn't hit the wall. Where the hell I am supposed to go? This is a wrong world. Tell you. This is not fair. Great crowd. Great race, ragazzi. Grazie.
Grazie, ragazzi.
Bene Seb, hai vinto, you win the race on track, that's more important. You are the winner today for us, for the team. We appreciate your effort. Keep your head down, stay calm. We'll do whatever.
I'm not staying calm. This is not fair. This is just not fair.
And pull the brakes, please, pull the brakes.
I am pulling the brakes.
And I really feel, because I like you, Crofty, I think he did deserve the win today.
He'll get driver of the day.
Not sure what's going on here.
I think he's gone a bit too far, and he's missed Parc Ferme, so he's now pushing the car.
Well, he's
back
meant to go
again.
to the end of the pit lane anyway, because Leclerc and Lewis have just driven past us. There you go.
And there they go. Parc Ferme is on the entry into the pit lane. I wonder if Sebastian Vettel doesn't want to speak after this. Well, he won last year.
Is he about to boycott the podium?
Well, I don't know about boycotting the podium. I just wonder if he doesn't want to talk at this particular moment in time for the post-race interviews and wants to try and keep his counsel and keep a bit calmer.
But where is
Sebastian?
He's down the end where the park corner is.
I'm told he's gone straight into the FIA garage as Lewis Hamilton leaps out of his car and celebrates with his teammates. Sebastian Vettel's gone straight into the FIA garage.
He
That's
knows
where
the
he's
rules. Got a camera following him down the paddock.
Sebastian Vettel, who has just gone back to the Ferrari hospitality unit and has now been persuaded to come back. Teddy, are you down there?
I'm right next to him, Simon. He's getting absolutely every person in the house, whether they're a Mercedes fan or a Ferrari fan, are cheering Sebastian Vettel.
Ted, you can't see this, I don't think, but Sebastian Vettel taking the number 2 from where his car should be, putting it in front of Lewis Hamilton's car, and then putting the number 1 in the blank space where his car should be. He thinks he's number 1 today and should be number 1. And I tell you what, over 305,000 people came to Montreal this weekend. Not any of those are going to persuade him he's wrong.
I bet Lewis saw that.